What does it mean to you to be part of the Avon program?
Oh, it's awesome. It means a lot to me. It's awesome to have the opportunity to be out here and be in a community like Avon. It's just different here than where I've been at before, or even just what you see surrounding communities. It's a big buy-in. It's a lot closer, I think, too, just because Avon being a, public, closed-enrolled school. People live here, they go to school here, families are here, so I think more people are vested into the success of the programs versus, your public open-enrolled schools or private schools. It's just it's a different atmosphere here. It means a lot to see the kids succeed on and off the field. So
when you say that different atmosphere, you almost feel like it's tighter knit.
Yeah, 100%. Definitely a tighter knit group from the kids, players, coaches, fans, parents. You get to know a lot of people on a personal level in the best way possible. So.
How nice is it they're a good team too?
Yeah, that helps. Having successful programs here is big. I think it has helped a lot over the years for people wanting to be in Avon, move to Avon, be a part of the programs, and be a part of those programs' continued success. It's been awesome to just watch. As I consider myself an outsider just because I'm not a X's and O's guy, part of the weight room. So it's nice to kind of just see the kids grow and have success on the field. So,
how about you're just not helping the football team be successful? You're helping the whole school sports-wise.
Yeah. So myself, Cicchetti, Oaks, Cannell, we've all built a really awesome strength conditioning program to where we're seeing 350, 400 kids a day. Before school, during school, after school. So we're involved in all sports programs, not just football.
How does that make you feel that you're involved with all the school sports?
It's definitely an awesome feeling to have. We have the sign on the wall, championships start here, and it's very true. If you can have a program that one has coaches, some really good coaches on their team to help them out, and then those coaches really push those kids to be in the weight room. There's a big correlation from the teams that have really invested the time and consistency in the weight room and their success, in their sports. We're just a small piece of the puzzle at the end of the day. So I think it's you can only lead the horse to the water, can't make it drink. A lot of credit goes to the kids too, because it can become a grind. So to keep that consistency up where, hey, we can only get you in the door, we can only hand you a piece of paper, but for them to continue to work every day, grind every day, take care of their bodies, nutrition, lifting, and to have success, it's pretty cool to see.
You see a kid progress from freshman all the way through senior year, and you see the growth and you see everything that they've done to be better. How does that feel?
Very rewarding. You don't do this job for the money, you do it for the experience with the kids and because you love doing it. This senior class actually is really special to me personally just because I coached them in football in 7th grade, I coached them in football in 8th grade, and been part of their strength program for the past 4 years. So, I've had these kids now 6 years and probably my longest group to date. So to see, Timmy Connell that used to be able to come up to my hip and now he's like almost eyeballing me. It's pretty cool to see them just grow, mature, and become adults, and then after they graduate, go on and become successful in life. It's pretty awesome to kind of sit back and take it all in. So to know that you left an impact on someone, yeah, it's pretty special.
When you look back at when they were 7th and 8th graders, and you look at them now, or some of them that you just kind of like your jaw just drops, like, wow, look at that change.
Yeah, 100%. There's some kids where the newborn baby deer syndrome is like they couldn't walk and chew gum at the same time, and just to see them kind of progress and develop and put in the work and see where they are now, it's pretty special.
How much fun are you having here?
Oh, it's a ton of fun. I mean, I get to come into work. Me and Cicchetti, we went to Akron together. He played football, I played baseball, so I get to come to work and work alongside one of my best friends, and I mean, how cool is that? It's not work. I get to come to work. It's a ton of fun. It's a ton of fun working with the kids. It's a ton of fun being on a sideline on Friday nights. It's a ton of fun working with all the athletes, seeing their success. You get, as a strength coach, you get way more into sports. I remember last year, 2 years ago, I went to one of the girls' soccer games, and our girls were just kind of beating up the other girls. It was kind of cool just to see just that intensity, and you're more into sports that maybe you wouldn't have been into before, just because those are your kids, not obviously children, but those are your kids that you see every day that work, grind, and yeah, it's a ton of fun. It's a lot of fun.
Coach Goldizen has done a remarkable job, not just training our football program, but all of our sports. He's passionate about the work that's done in the weight room. Coach Goldizen, a lot of people don't know this, but he was my quarterback when I was at Perry. And it was ironic that his center was like, 4 inches shorter than him and weighed probably 20 pounds less. But he was a great quarterback for us at Perry High School. And now he's passionate about strength and conditioning. He's always willing to do whatever kids need above and beyond, creating nutrition plans, putting them on specific rehab plans. But he is someone who loves what he does. And when you love what you do, you're good at it. And he's really good at the strength and conditioning aspect of athletics.
How much is effort, along with the other strength and conditioning coaches, just changed the entire culture of Avon sports?
When we first got here, we knew when we lost to our rivals in Cleveland Brown Stadium 50-25 in a rush for almost 500 yards that if we were ever going to close that gap and we were going to become relevant, it was going to start in the weight room and in the off season. And so we've slowly put pieces together in that weight room, and Coach Goldizen is one of those pieces. And what's remarkable is when we started doing it for football and we started experiencing success, they created a plan where they wanted to do it for all of our athletes. That's what happened, and Coach Goldizen works closely with a lot of our girls' sports as well. Kids have bought in, and as a result, we're pretty good in everything. I should say we're actually really good at everything at Avon right now.
How about just the facilities that you have? So that some high schools can't even blink at that.
There's been a commitment, obviously, by our booster club, our athletic director, Mr. Lobb, our past superintendent, and now Mr. Hodge, our current superintendent, to make sure that we have the resources necessary. But I'll be honest with you, the facility itself is nice and it's really good and we got the right equipment in there. But truly what makes it work are the people. You can have the best facilities if you don't have the right people in front of kids, motivating and teaching them the appropriate way to do things. It's not going to matter. We're blessed in Avon to have both, the people and the facilities.
And then on top of it, you don't just have the facilities, you have like the classes. Like I was just in a class with Jeremy just now, just watching and teaching kids how to lift and doing the right things. So how much of an advantage is that?
Well, the strength and conditioning classes that we offer at the high school is an elective. Kids can sign up to take that. If you are a multiple sport athlete, it's probably one of the nicest and best things you could ever do because it's really hard to find time to lift before school, after school, specifically in season because after school you're usually practicing. And if you don't take care of your body and you don't lift in season, you're losing almost a whole year of development. So having that class and having qualified individuals in there instructing kids as part of their school day has certainly paid dividends in all of our sports.
How much of an advantage is it you think when people take a look at him and they see this monstrous figure just ripped with muscles everywhere that I think he knows what he's doing?
I guess that gives you some street cred. I don't think people would probably buy into me as much as the strength coaches. They do. Coach Cicchetti, Coach Cannell, Coach Goldizen, Coach Oakes. Those 4 guys do a remarkable job in there. But at the end of the day, it's still about relationships. Of course, his appearance gets people to take notice, but it's the relationships he creates with our athletes that makes the difference.